All right, this is taking what? Good morning. So I just tried a live stream, right? But I forgot that in the house we got 5G, and apparently out here we got RG, but no signal, or it cuts in and out. So, but I was thinking it wouldn't matter so much because it's 8:36. So I believe 1/3 is sleeping right now. They're in their bed. Another third, they're going to school. And the other third is going to work. So that leaves no one who's gonna be watching me in the morning. So I'll try this at night, lunchtime, or dinner time. But yeah. So yesterday I had a chocolate bar. I think I could have always had a chocolate bar because they're soft and all that. But yesterday was the first, and today I'm gonna try for a pizza. My teeth feel weird. They don't hurt anymore. There's a sun doing sun stuff. We're on our way to the spot intersection. Should have ran. Cross this one. So yesterday I made a video walking down here. It was hotter and there was all these bugs on the trail. And it was so annoying that I had to get off the trail. And I just did this. I didn't post it though, because it was just so it might get a little off. So I'm gonna post this first and then post that one. We can do that. So last night I was trying to stream because I made the beat tape, right? And then I was like, let me try to play it. Let me try another way to. So the first beat tape, I just put the beats in order and done. But this one, I put them in order and then I ran them through the SP and I was just doing my thing with it. It was fun. So I was like, let me stream this. That wasn't fun because when I went to, I tried Instagram first. I couldn't get the audio to come out because I have it going from computer. No, I have it. All right, computer going to the SP, and the SP going into an H6. The H6 going into the iPhone. So I had to do some troubleshooting. I jump on my music Instagram. Well, they're both music Instagrams, but the newest Instagram, nobody was there. So I jumped to the old Instagram, and that's where everyone is. I jumped on Twitch. I got no love on Twitch. And I tried to do a YouTube one on the new music account, but they said I have to wait 24 hours. So I'll try again tonight. But you're back to, it seems better than yesterday. Yesterday was terrible. At one point, the bugs went in my ear, man. This is nice. Let me pick a side. I don't want to bother nobody. Man, I need to write down my thoughts because in my house, I have these really poignant thoughts that I want to talk about. I get down here and then I see all this nature. And it's like, all your problems are not important. Just enjoy this nature. Hold on. I can't remember because I'm on this nature trail. That could be the key, man. When you have problems, go out and do nature. Anyway. So, rock bottom. I don't think I'm at rock bottom now. But I feel like I'm spiraling towards it. So, someone was saying like, yeah, man, you look, I forget how they said it. But the way I deal with it seems pretty good. You know, working on music, getting my exercise on, dealing with shit. So I could imagine like I'm in this airplane and it's just spiraling and everyone's like, ah! And I'm just like trying to think of the best maneuvers. We gonna crash regardless, but if we crash at a 97-degree angle on the west side, we may be able to come out with our lives. So, but oh, look at this, we got ducks. I don't know if you can see them. That's cute. You see him back there? Mom, it looks like mom and dad and Junior and what do you call females? Junior would be the boy. Miss? Junior and Mrs.? Anyway, so rock bottom. I feel like I'm there, spiraling. I didn't hit yet, but I'm going to. And take it one day at a time. Because I don't know, right now. So this is my my mantra. That's what I say to myself. I don't want anyone to know my mantra. So my now, like right now, well not now, this current situation that I'm in with like everything, the big picture current situation, that's my now, but it's not my forever. There's no way, I mean, certain things are gonna happen, but there's no way that I would willingly, because some people, like when I used to live in Japan and I come home and they'd be like, oh, I want to leave Easton, but I can't. And why can't you? And then they have all these reasons. I ain't gonna stay here. Maybe I'll be here for a couple years, but as soon as certain things, I'm out. Why? Because I don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it. It hasn't been my home, and I'm not gonna try to make it my home. Like, I'm not gonna lay down roots. Now, mind you, I could like be running. Well, I'm not running, but someone's running, and they run into me, and then we fall, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, don't worry about it, nothing broken. And then we look at each other, and then the eyes get all sparkly, and then the studio audience is like, ah! And then that could happen. Not really. But anything could happen. I'm not discounting anything, but warning. But it's not my intention to be here. Nah. There's a bunch of reasons why, but I'm just gonna let that go. I guess it's related. Bitterness. I try my best not to be bitter about circumstances of my situation because I don't know anybody with a perfect situation. You got your ups, you got your downs. and you just got to focus on, like, that was the thing I did yesterday. I'm working on that beat tape, and my hard drive, which is like new and expensive, like a little solid state, waterproof, rubberized, like the works. I plug it in, it's like, I'm like, what do you mean, I run it through the little health check thing. It's like, too sick to be checked. Get a new hard drive, replace everything on. I'm like, but I can't replace it if it's already damaged, and it's not damaged because... So I'm like, whatever. I got a backup of this hard drive. So I put in the big hard drive. Unfortunately, the last time I made a backup of that hard drive was November 18th. So it doesn't have the latest. So then I'm like, whatever. And then I remember I got a backup, or I got the original on my iPad, because it's actually a backup of the iPad on both drives. So I copied it over. I'm like, nothing is gonna get in my way. And I'm thinking, now if we biblical talking, story about Job. Job was like this dude chilling. And then God and the devil were like, you know, he's only chilling because you hook him up. And he's like, nah, he does that because he's just my dude, regardless. And he's like, well, let's make a bet. And they take away everything, and he still be like, you know, I don't know why this is happening to me, but still my dude. And then in the end, he ends up getting 1,000 horses. I actually taught that story to one of my adult students. And it was interesting because we were reading it in English, so there's no translation issues. It's just saying what it says it directly, right? And he was just asking, but why would he do that? Like, I don't know, that's just what he wanted to do. But he's like, he killed his son and his wife. Yeah, he gave him another son, but that's still kind of, but I don't know. I didn't write the book. I don't get it. So, I think I mentioned it in the other video. I made another video, but I didn't post it, but I'll probably post it, I'm not sure. But my friend and I came down here. We were walking the path. Not traveled. There's a dog, man. I don't want to go down there until she does something. But I don't want to be standing here either. So this might be it, people. How it goes down. The dog bites the shit out of me, and she feels really bad, so then we get married. But it's not a she. This guy's looking at me, or it looks like an older woman. They might have buried a dead body over there. I don't. Like, this is Easton. It's likely that she could have, because she was over there digging and shit. People want to live here. Huh. So yesterday, all right, I was working on my beat tape all day. I'm getting into it, but I try to pop in, see what my dad's doing. And I go out. He's usually in the backyard doing backyard things. And he's like, I gotta ask you an important question. I don't roll my eyes. I mean, I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing, because I've never seen any of my people rolling their eyes. Suck your teeth, maybe, and say some random cuss words. But rolling your eyes, never seen that. Good morning.
Sure.
So I go out there in the backyard, and then my dad's like, the woman who came to visit you yesterday. I'm like, come on, don't do it. Don't do it. The woman who came yesterday. I should have recorded it. It's priceless. But something like, do you have feelings for her? No, he didn't say that. Do you... I don't know I can't remember. I think I blanked out. But that's what I do. I just... One way to protect me from getting into my feelings is just to blank out. I won't be able to... This week, I won't be seeing my therapist because she has shit to do. I gotta ask her about that. Maybe that's what I do. Blank out. Anyway, so he said something like, the woman who came, do you like her? Are you interested in her? Or something like that. I said, now mind you, I told him the whole situation before she came. I said, she's doing this program where she's doing like a homestay and she doesn't like it, so she's going to go back to Japan earlier than anticipated, so she wants to visit me. We used to work together. Nowhere does it say I like her or I had feelings or we dated. Like I tell people stories, there's no I mean, you could infer, well, you never, and people do that, but I'm telling it the way that, what'd you do today? I walked about 40 minutes making a video on the bike trail. There's nothing else. There's no extra to it. I dodged some bugs, but there are no bugs today. I saw a duck family. It was cute. I was like, now this is different from how other people tell their stories. They be like, I could be talking to someone and then the next time we talk, oh yeah, I'm getting married. And at no point did they ever say, oh yeah, I'm dating, or oh yeah, da da da. And then I blank out again. Like, if you never told me you're getting married, are we even friends? Or you're moving, or you got a boyfriend, or you're pregnant? Because until stated otherwise, I'm thinking they are. But Ed, my stories are pretty to the point. Like when I say rock bottom, you imagine what rock bottom is, and I am there. I'm not hiding what I'm. So I'm like, no, I'm not interested in her. He's like, why? I'm like, well, one, she's 22, I'm 41. Not that age is an issue and she's legal, but that's like 20 years in between. My mom and dad were 10 years. So that's pretty, Two, she doesn't like America. So she's going back to Japan. I live in America. So logistics-wise, that wouldn't work. 3, I don't know her, which I explained too. I said we work together. 4, I could go on, but the fact of the matter is, so then my dad's like, well, you know, and he's telling me how he met mom, and interestingly enough, same scenario. My mom went to Canada to do homestay. You could call it the same thing. And my dad was here doing a kind of homestay. Look at the bird. Hey, bird. So they're homestaying, and my dad's seen my mom and studio audience. Ah! And my dad said, and in his word, he said, I don't have a son. And then I was born. Now that's beautiful, I guess. I don't know if they would get a TV show, How I Met Your Mom. Seemed pretty straightforward. But, so then he's like going on about, why would she come all the way to America to see you? She must like you. And I'm like, she didn't come to America to see me. She is in America, and I happen to be, she's in Baltimore, I'm in Pennsylvania. So 3-hour drive, not so far. I mean, she might have came it's an airplane ride from Cali, wherever. We're in the modern age, people travel. And I explained to my dad, lots of people Well, I mean, a lot of people told me, when I come to America, can I visit you? And I'm like, sure. Again, that's another thing, right? My word is my word. Now, if I'm dead, you can visit my grave. And if certain things happen, but wherever I'm at, like if I end up living in the park, you could come visit me in the park. I would keep my word. But like what I loved about when my friend came to visit, like all I had was gas money. Like I filled the tank up, and then I had parking meter money. There was nothing else, man. We get back to the Easton, and I'm basically just driving her around, talking. When it came time to eat, I had some Hot Pockets in the refrigerator. Drove her back. We just walked around Tokyo or Philadelphia. And that was on a budget of $0. Anything else, I couldn't do it. Couldn't go to no fancy things. But, you know, she had a good time, which makes me happy. But, yeah. So, yeah, and then I'm just like, so now he didn't ask me what my plan is. He stopped asking me if I'm gonna have any grandkids. I wanted to, because we talk now, I wanted to kind of, now I don't know, but like my path is going to be a lonely path. Because, well, actually, that wasn't the first thought. My first thought was, you remember, and this is where my mind goes when people bother me like this. You remember when you were arguing with your wife a couple months ago? Remember so-and-so got divorced? Like, those don't seem like a great matrimony type thing. I'm not discounting what is. But, and then for kids, I know lots of people with kids who complain about their kids. And so, yeah, I made a choice. I'm not losing sleep. I don't go to sleep with, so I started praying now, right? I pray. But I have never prayed for, may I find a person who will bear me a child. Like, no, I'm still now mind you, if I find someone who is, man, this lady who I think buried the body is walking super slow, man. Now she stopped. She's gonna come after me. Actually, it might be because it looks like I'm videotaping her. I don't know. We're all weird. But we're going double step here. Get some distance. Never felt like this in Japan. Oh no, that's not true. After I was watching Walking Dead, I was walking out one time and I saw this old person looking really old, almost like a zombie, and I was starting, oh my gosh, is that a zombie? But other than that, I have never been worried. I was worried. You see these transitions and segues? I was worried when I took my friend down to Philly. Because Philly, I even told her, I said, Philly is wild. People be shooting people. And I ain't trying to scare her. But I just wanted her to know that. I don't know. I wanted to know just because it's the truth. Didn't harp on anything. She said since she's been here, she hasn't watched the news. So she didn't see all the shootings with the kids and all that. But yeah. So today, pizza. I'm excited. pepperoni pizza. Today was much better than yesterday. Yesterday was just nasty. Bugs everywhere. So I just remembered. So yesterday I was doing my I did a live, like a performance where I'm like, it's like DJing almost. I mean, the thing I bought, SP404, they've made it for DJs. Like the way I was using, well, so DJs have 2 records, and this thing you could put like, hey, so it'd be like, chicka, chicka, hey, hey, hey. But then people started to DJ from it. In fact, mine, it's like the newer version. It has a DJ function, which I haven't even tried yet. But when I was doing it, I was smooth with it. And someone's like, you really smooth with the cuts. 'Cause that's my thing. Not blend, well, doing my thing. It's on Instagram. You can see what I'm doing. But it's like, you know how I got that smooth with it? Practice. You know how I practice? Sitting in the house. Doing what? Reading the manual. Not fun stuff. I mean, that was my now at that moment. You got to know what the buttons do. But it wasn't my forever. Like, I'm not going to read the manual every day. But I wouldn't be able to do that set that I did yesterday, or anything I do music related, if I didn't like sit down and do it. And some things come easily. Other things take a long ass time, which makes sense, right? That is the normal progression. All right, we're not going all the way down there. But like, it feels like people want to shortcut. But I isn't that life? Anything, and I can't say anything. Most things, a lot of things, in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, if you happen to be born a tree, you're going to grow strong, and you're going to provide ecosystems for animals and stuff. You could be someone's baseball bat. Are you going to travel the world? No. That's not in your cards. Are some animals going to be annoying? Like, I could imagine a woodpecker wouldn't be your friend if you're a tree. But everything has a function. However, not everything finds their function. Like, maybe this tree was meant to be a toothpick. I'm reaching here, but let me reach. Maybe that tree was meant to be a toothpick that would be in the mouth of a doctor who saves thousands of lives in Chile. But it never came to be. We never know, right? The randomness of shit. And then we kind of there's different forces at play. What was I watching? What was it? I don't really watch TV, but what was it? Well, basically the skeleton of what I watched, I can't remember. Oh, it was a random guy. Well, he's not a random guy. He seems to have a high number of subscribers, and he seems to be consistent with what he does. But it was called Porn Star Wants a Family or some shit like that, like a reaction video. So it starts with her video, and it's all like really edited nicely. It's all, yeah, when I was growing up, da 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 da, but da 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 da, and then he comes in, wow, da 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 da. I mean, there's a lot of videos like that, but his is more polished, I guess. And he said, because she had a hard life growing up, which kind of led her to choose this lifestyle. And he was like, it's unfortunate that people take advantage of people, even in these kind of, like, when a person needs a hug, they might pump her full of drugs, right? And that sucks, but that is the world we live in. Like, now there's some people who want to help, and then there's people who take advantage of people who help. Like, this is just our fucked up world, right? So you never know. You never know. On the tail end of this, but before I started this, my friend sent me a video about the music industry and how it's shady. It's a fucked up industry. And when I was in high school, I read the book Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry by Donald Passman. I only know that because I sent my friend the link to that book. But he makes a book every year, so there's a book for every year, because every year things change. Back in high school, Napster wasn't there yet, internet, so it was mostly focused on physical sales. In his 2020 book, he talks about streaming, like Illumination. Like he said, all right, so how most people don't buy CDs. Some people do. Some people buy records. Some people buy cassette tapes. You can, but most people don't. You stream it, put it on Spotify or Apple or whatever, and you pay $10. Wow, it's a card. You guys can never see what I'm looking at, but it's a little cardinal, redbird. But most people are streaming. And I think it was Taylor Swift. She's like, you guys are stealing my money. Because under the old way, she would make a whole lot of money. Under streaming, she's getting pennies on her dollars. And he kind of broke that down. He was saying how the business model works. Netflix, like this subscription-based model. On average, you may have bought 2 CDs in a year, 3. And that's that. But with the subscription, Netflix or streaming, you pay $10 a month, and most people let that shit roll over, even if they don't buy or listen to anything. That has happened to me. I know I'm paying for it because every month I'm like, I should turn it off. And every month I get, ping, $10 just went to Apple. And I didn't even listen to any music this month. So, you got that. So one person for 1 year has just spent $120 versus the CDs $15 before. So 3 CDs, $45. Now, if 10 people are all paying their $10, regardless if they listen to music or not, like you see the numbers, like versus nobody's paying for music because we're all streaming on LimeWire and Napster. So it's a great business model when you're losing money. But artists are way at the bottom, so we're always gonna get kicked if we, But yeah, so this guy just drops these gems. And I remember when I read it the first time, I quit. I was like, yo, man, I don't want to do music anymore. It's not built for us. Like, at every turn, they are going to fuck us over. And I was saying this, and I'm like, I'm done. I didn't make music. I didn't think about music. I started thinking about what else can I do? And as I'm preaching the gospel of Donald, I had no believers or takers. Just don't worry. They didn't say don't worry about it. And no one's like, you're lying. But they weren't like. And then I read the 2020 version during COVID time. No, before COVID. And I was talking about the streaming thing. But same reaction. Like it bothersome. Let's see, where are we at? 36? 4 minutes? So you want to hear some numbers, right? For each not each, but I mean, I didn't like, back in the day on YouTube, they had, like, the interface was different. So you click a button and it gives you all the analytics in an Excel format, so you could download it. And I would run it in Excel, because I just finished my business class using Excel, so I'm all excelling with Excel. I even took a course, because I got into the business school. I didn't know Excel, and she's like, I'm not going to teach you Excel. So then I got a course on how to learn Excel, and so these people, they said bonjour to me the first time. We're going to return it. Let's see if it works. So then I'm all excelling. All right, I didn't do it, but I did a nod, silent nod. So I learned Excel, and then I try to use it in my daily. That's how you learn shit. You use it. You use what you learn. So I put all the numbers in there, and I I put the condition that if it's under this and if it's over that, and color code the shit out of my analytics. And it gave a picture for me. Not a good picture. Hello. But it showed, what videos are doing what, and it showed how much they were making. So these videos are making 0.05. This one, the CPC, click per CPV. Now, again, like, wherever I'm at in my life, I'm always on some, because I remember telling everybody, yo, this video made 5 point da-da-da. And this one, it must be the title or the tag or we weren't tagging yet, but title, thumbnail, length of video. And I was like, preaching it. And people were just like, whatever, just make the video. If people want to watch it, people are going to watch it. But that's not true. Yeah, people will watch it, people will watch. But I guarantee if I make a video, like, I don't, at this present time, I don't really do much. Only thing I do is when I post, I put a description of what best sums up how I felt or feel. If it makes an automatic thumbnail, I make sure I'm not on some stupid face. So this face is okay because that's how I look, but on some, I don't want that to be my thumbnail, and I may change it. I put some tags in there, or at least for the music side, and then let it go. But now they moved all the things around, so it's harder for me to really get into. I don't think we could download our analytics anymore. I don't know. But I was checking, and these videos, I'm just walking and talking, they get $1 in revenue, which is, so wow, if I make 1 million videos, I could be 1 million, but it doesn't work that way, because, and this is where I wish I knew someone, because it would make more sense to them. It's like the dentist explaining to me the procedure. So I'm gonna shove this big ass needle in your mouth while you're asleep. There's a 93% chance it's gonna hurt. Don't want to hear it. And maybe you don't want to hear this either. But I mean, I don't think it's that painful. Boring maybe. But if I made 1 million videos, it could go a couple ways. People would get bored of the content because it would be 1 million videos of me walking up and down, which probably wouldn't be exciting. It would reach a threshold of activity. But that's one. The price point or whatever at the CPC, click per view, or actually there's different metrics. Back in the day, it used to be that clicking one, but now it's how long people watch. So again, back in my Excel days, when I looked at the thing, I might have had 100 videos up at that point. Or I'm looking at, well, I had more, but let's just say, I have 100 videos up, but 80 of them, 0 for the month. No one's seen them. They're all centered around the top 20. 80-20 rule, right? It's a thing. It's like, so when I figured that out, that's where I talked about this before, but if you ever notice videos just kind of disappeared because I was trying to help the algorithm. If no one is watching the 80%, and if I hide them, then other people will focus on the 20%, and it worked. But then I kept getting the, hey Ryman, where's that video of you da-da-da-da-da-da? And I would explain it if they email me like, yeah, but I like it. But yeah, it wasn't helping the algorithm. Yeah. Hey, it's a chipmunk. I guess they are all that size. I haven't seen one the size of a bear yet. That'd be a scary ass chipmunk. I gotta learn what it is so I can say it right. But yeah, so these videos are averaging $1. And then there's another part of that. The first month, yeah, they would average $1 because if you tuned in, you want to be up to date with what's going on. But next month, would you really go back to watch last month? And if you're binging, do you sit there and watch it? So the numbers and the views, all that is always in flux. So again, the $1 million, make 1 million videos to get $1 million. Plus they're taking tax out of it and all that good shit. But yeah, just something that I thought about. All right, we have 43 minutes. Thank you for watching. I got my headphones on. I forgot them yesterday. Not that that's important, but if I post a video from yesterday, you could see me say that I forgot the headphones. All right, be safe and see ya when I see ya. Peace. All right, I'm back again. It's an add-on. Sorry. Longer video, even longer. But I just realized this is important. It has to. I'm gonna forget it. I just realized, again, looking around, nobody knowing why. Oh, there's a bunch of things, but one of the reasons I am like this, move the way I move, talk the way I talk. Books. From an early age, I've always read books. Right? Okay. I guess we'll see where you're coming. But no, the books that I read that I would stumble on always is a certain type of book. Like in elementary, I found a book. Like, all right, for example, elementary, my brother taught me how to make an airplane. I made my little airplane, and I thought there must be other types of airplanes. I go to the library in elementary, and I found a book of how to make airplanes. And that was my thing, making airplanes. I never met anyone else who was trying to make other types of airplanes. You know, you got that default airplane you make. In the same elementary, there was a book on religion, and it had a book of all the religions in the world. It was a book on creation, so it had all the different races take on the creation of Earth and all that. Fascinating. I was talking about, I read the book about business when I was in high school. I'm reading a college level book in high school. In fact, the book cost $80. I remember when I got my paycheck of like $96, and I went to the bookstore and I bought an $80 book, and I told my coworkers, and they're like, why would you pay $80 for a book? I wanted that knowledge. And throughout my life, I've always been reading books. And it puts different thoughts in your head. Like if you watch TV or whatever you do, that's what's going to be in your head. Like they always say, you are what you eat. I don't like that expression, because if today I'm going to eat pizza, pizza's great. It's delicious. It's an institution. So how am I going to feel bad? Guacamole looks like green poop. But I understand. But yeah, you are what you read. So I always read books that were about future shit or expanding shit or thoughts that may have thoughts or ideas that the people around me wouldn't necessarily have thought of, because like money don't grow on trees, but it does. You make your own company and you print out shares. Isn't that the concept of scarcity? Like, now I sound crazy talking about all this shit. One, because I don't have these things yet, but the little seeds that were planted, like each book plants a little seed, and that seed just sits there and slowly grows, it sprouts, and I believe it. So when people are trying to tell me their idea, like they're not shaking me with, well, then you're going to fail, but because failure is part of the process. Like a lot of people, a lot of people, I didn't say everyone. My therapist tried to hit me with that one. I'm like, I didn't say everyone. I mean, but the people, I in her office, I'd be like, the people around me, because that is accurate. I don't know about the people over there. I ain't met them. They may or may not. But anyway. So I just wanted to add that there, because I just thought when I go home, I'm going to read a book that my ex-girlfriend bought me. She sent it to me before I left Japan. Because I need to get back into what makes me me. Reading books, doing the music and the walking I did, but books is also part of it. All right, just wanted to add that on there. All right, peace.